effort being exerted here. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. The straight right just misses. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that. Here we go for round two. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Good counter-punch. Back and forth they go. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? Missing with the hook. Couldn't land that jab. the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close.
Low horn a second, Johnny. Lomachenko on the canvas. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Loma. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Incredible work rate. Counter shot lands. And that left hook doesn't find its target. How about that time counter shot? Can't land the jab there. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in 1 shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That uppercut misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. His stamina is off the charts. They exchange punches. Lomachenko goes down. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
are back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looking to land the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about low. They do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Punch, counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Misses with the straight left. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Punch, counter punch. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford. again. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Swing and a miss with that uppercut.